Hello everyone, it's so nice to see you again. I'm Robin. Today we're going to talk about loving your neighbor. I know. How can we love our neighbors when we can't leave our house? That's an excellent question. There are so many ways we can love our neighbors, but before we talk about them, let's look at a story that Jesus told when someone asked him a similar question. In Luke chapter 10, verses 25 through 37, Jesus was asked how to have eternal life, and the answer was to love God and love your neighbor. The man who asked Jesus, being kind of snooty, asked Jesus, and who is my neighbor, Jesus? Jesus responded with a story about a man who was robbed and left to die while he was traveling. Two people whose job it was to help him saw him and kept going. But a third person walked by and decided to help him, even paying for everything the man needed. The person who helped him was someone who was considered an enemy of his. After he finished telling the story, Jesus asked, "Who is the neighbor to the hurt man?" The other guy said, "The one who showed him compassion." And Jesus said, "Yeah, go and do the same." You see, every single person is considered our neighbor. That means that it isn't just the people who live next door, it's actually your brother and your sister. It's your mom and dad. It's the people you live with. It's grandma and grandpa. But a neighbor is so much more than that. It's the people who live in other neighborhoods, in other cities, in other countries. It's even the person who you may consider your enemy. Because every single person is made in God's image and should be treated so. So since we're at home right now, what are some ways that we can practice loving our neighbors? What if you did your sister's chore for her just because you love her? What if you wrote a letter to your mom telling her how much you love her? What if you wrote a letter to your grandma? She would love it. What if you asked your parents to give your own money to a charity that's asking for help? Or you can make fun videos to help raise money for those charities. Can you think of another idea? If you do, send me an email and let me know what you decided to do to love your neighbor. And, as always, if you have any questions, send a video to me at robin@genchurch.com. I hope you guys have a great week this week and love your neighbors well. Bye, everyone.